Hi, thanks for becoming a member of my site. I think you're really going to like it. You're going to get a lot of really good material, material that I've gathered and I've learned and shared for the last 30 years and longer. So, what this is all about, my intention here is to show you how to see the invisible world, and it's not as hard as you think. And it's not as mindful as you think either. It's mindfulness in the idea that you understand what you're going to be seeing and why it's there. The rest is learning to follow what you pick up from the inside about what's going on. So I've hoped you downloaded Foothold and that you're reading it, or that you plan to, because it sets up, it's like the prologue into this whole thing that I've been teaching. It sets you up so you can understand how you're going to be able to see energy and experience the energy. I'm going to show you how to see people, plants, animal, and earth energy. We're like a light bulb with a shade over it. Light projecting from the inside, the shade is our physical body, and so the aura is going to be very, very subtle and hard to pick up with the physical eyes until you train yourself to. But we have an advantage, and I'm going to give you that advantage, and that advantage is your mind's eye. Our mind's eye projects right here what we're picking up out here in the physical world. And as we develop more of our mind's eye and how that happens and train ourselves, we'll start to really see the color and the energy that's leaving living objects, that's surrounding it. My purpose has been for human auras, because that's what was flowing in my years of doing it. People wanted to see the auras, and they wanted to see the auras of humans. And I like to go with that first, because what you can do is you can get confirmation back. If you're seeing a color or seeing energy, you'll get confirmation back about what you're really looking at, if what you're seeing is real or not real. Once we explore that, and we only have to do it a little bit, we can then branch off to seeing the energy of plants and animals and the earth. The way the kahuna priests in Hawaii do it, and the way that shamans do it. They understand what's happening with this inner being, this inner companion, and how this part of us sees and communicates. They understand that. And so they've gone out and they've practiced doing it until they got the answers that they needed. When I look at someone, I see colors. I see color projecting from them. I know, and you'll get that too from Foothold, that the energy has a consciousness to it. That's why it's there. I think a thought, and that thought goes out carrying the consciousness of the thought out around me. So when I look at that energy, what I'm doing is I'm saying, okay, what are you doing there? Tell me why you're there. And I'll start to get impressions on my mind's eye, on my inner eye, about what that energy is doing there. It will show me pictures. It will show me symbols in hologram form. Right in the area that I'm looking at, that color itself will show me what's there. And it's limited to that color in that space right there. It doesn't expand beyond that color, just right there. So the same thing goes with animals and plants. And we know there's power spots on the planet. And people have discovered through feeling it. What we're going to do is I'm going to let you learn how to see these power spots, see the light coming out of the ground, see what's there. I love looking at water and watching the energy of the water and where it traveled from when it's going down a creek or a river. It's almost like it's communicating with me. So this is what we have in store. This is just It's a brief review letting you know what you're going to be able to get from here. I'm going to tell you about colors and about the different energy levels and how to correctly diagnose and have it happen and be aware, and how the response and the energy from people affect us and how we can see that before we're really affected by it. It's not as hard as you think. Again, it's working with the mind's eye and imagination. So this is the first one. Come back. I'll be doing a lot more video blogs. I'm glad you're a member now because you have the advantage over others until they become a member. So thanks, and just keep an eye out, and don't forget to download Foothold if you haven't yet. It's well worth it. Okay? It takes you right along with sets you up for all this free stuff I'm giving you. Okay, until next time, peace.